Hi guys, welcome back to the garage and my messy hairdo. Today is Laundry Day Sunday, so you may hear a buzzer go off. Anyways, I am back I promised I would do an deck interview with my Daemon Tarot. So, I am going to do just that if I can get into the box. I do not like this box. Okay. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Sunday or Monday, as the case may be for my Australian and UK friends. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a deck interview with the Daemon Tarot. Let's see. Let's see how good this is. Now, remember, it threw out the Commander of Hell at me, and it just did it again. That card flipped over as I was shuffling. All right, I understand. I know you're in there. Yes, I'm aware. All right. We're getting good stuff already, eh? Okay, so let's do some cutting here. Okay, 2 cards from each pile. So here we go. Tell me about yourself. What is your most important characteristic? Alistair. Most important characteristic. So, Alistair is the strict executioner who carries out the sentences passed down by the rulers of hell. The word Alistair may also refer to any avenging spirit or to the personification of a wrathful justice. Okay, so your most important characteristic is, take no prisoners. Okay, we'll take no prisoners. What are your strengths as a deck? Oh, Lamia. We saw her before, the killer of children. Right? Oh no. Her grief over the loss of her children turned her into a monster. Women who rob graveyards to feed on the dead. Okay. So I think what you're trying to tell me is you know how to get to the heart of the matter. So there's that. What are your limits as a deck? Buffonite. I'm shaking. Sorry, guys. Okay, Buffonite. Buffonite, or toadstone, is a magical stone said to grow within the head of a live toad. The stone, harvested from a creature who was used as an ingredient in many poisons, was said to be a powerful antidote. Okay. So, your limits as a deck. Maybe not necessarily being able to fix the problem. Some of these are trickster demons. So it could be I'm going to have to discern the truth from these cards because it may play with me. So that's its limitation, is I have to understand there are trickster demons here at work in some of them. So, okay. What do you have to teach me? Right? What are you here to teach me? What are you here to teach me? Agares. To sit on crocodiles. Agares was once a member of the Angelic Order of Virtues. He is now a Grand Duke of the eastern region of Hell, with 30 legions at his command. Okay, so you are here to teach me just how powerful You are. I think that's what it, because don't forget, again, with the one draw I did, I got the commander of hell, who also commands 30 legions of demons and other beings. And now I have the eastern region of hell with another 30 legions. So, okay. Next, how can I best learn and collaborate with you? Ippies. Ippies? Eyepiece? Eyepiece, also Iperos, is a prince and duke of hell. With 36 military units under his command, he appears with the head and feet of a goose, the mane of a lion, and the tail of a hare. Well, that's an interesting makeup. Okay, so how are we going to collaborate? Probably, well, he's got 36 military units. So I work for the military. I work for the Navy. So I understand Navy structure and hierarchy and who's the boss and who's not. And so I seriously doubt that he's collaborating with me as an equal. So I'm going to have to hold my own. I think that's that question. And the last question, what is the potential outcome of our working relationship? Here's the big question. Boar. Boar. That's an interesting creature. He's got, what, 5 legs? 5 hooves. All right. Boar is president of Hell with 50 military units under his command. Demonographers describe him as either taking the shape of Sagittarius or having the head of a lion and 5 legs. Okay. Okay. So, with that said, now I'm actually going to go to the book and see what it says. So, before I do that, let me get these out of the way here. All right, so my first card was tell me about yourself and what is your most important characteristic. And I got Alistair. And Alistair is the executioner. So it says Alistair is, on the one hand, one of the more terrifying demons in this book. His earliest incarnations all center in brutal, bloody vengeance, and unlike some other demons who evolved from more violent origins, his career in hell remains one of justice and execution. But it is worth noting that in many Greek tragedies, Alistair's appearance was that of an avenging angel, not a murderer, but an executioner. So, divination is beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. So, yeah, he's gonna tell me true. His characteristic there. He's gonna not sugarcoat stuff. Okay. 2. What are your strengths as a deck? And again, I got Lamia. Okay. Got Lamia here. Oops. There we go. So it says here, by all accounts, before the tragedy in Lamia's life, she was a lovely and generous woman beloved by many. Later interpretations of the legend of Lamia posit that it was jealousy of that very beauty that led Hera to punish Lamia. Sources disagree as to whether Hera's jealousy stemmed from Lamia catching some suitor's eye, or whether she was just affronted by her beauty in general, but the end result was the same. Nothing of the once beautiful woman remained after her terrible experience. She became the inspiration for generations of cautionary tales told by parents to misbehaving children. Be good, or the Lamia will come for you. Her tragedy was twofold. First, she lost the children she so loved, and then she lost herself. It says, beware of grief and loss becoming so great that they begin to hurt others, bringing company to misery. So, beware of grief and loss. They robbed graveyards to feed on the dead, turned into a monster. Greatest strengths. Probably, I can't even remember what I said earlier in the video, but it looks to me like, Lamia may tell me how to avoid grief and potentially getting aligned in something I shouldn't be. What are your limits as a deck? That was Buffonite. Let's see. Oops. Buffonite. Okay, here's his card. Perhaps there is no scientific basis for the claims that Buffonite is an antidote, let alone that it existed at all. Many Buffonite amulets were, in fact, fossilized fish heads. But as a metaphor, it is still quite powerful. Toads were often described as witches' familiars, and their skin was thought to be used in all manner of magical poisons. Yet, from inside the head of those toads, folklore also invented a cure. Divination. Focus on finding worth and beauty in circumstances or items that others may regard as ugly. So that's your limits as a deck. Your limits are not going beyond beauty or going beyond beauty. Going beyond beauty to the, your limit. Well, it does say it invented a cure. So again, I think I go back to the trickster, that they may invent something, and not quite tell me the truth. So that's its limit. I really think it's a trickster. What are you here to teach me is agares. Agares. Okay. Agares is another example of a demon who, by all accounts, is not terribly demonic. There is no reference to how or why he fell from grace, but whatever the reasons, he kept many of his angelic gifts for order and direction. When looking for guidance from Agares, perhaps it doesn't matter whether he landed in the heavens or hell, only that he knows that we should always be heading home. Divination. Focus on direction and guidance, bringing allies and helpful items closer and pushing enemies and destructive influences away. Interesting. So, some measure of safety is what it sounds like. He may, what do you have to teach me? Maybe discernment between the demons as to what will bring me closer and who is going to lie to me in this deck. How can I best learn and collaborate with you? And that is Ippies. Okay. This is the goose lion. Yeah, laundry's done. The phrase silly goose may have permeated popular culture, but geese are bold and loyal creatures that fly in strong formation and do not lose sight of their long-term goals. The lion is, of course, a symbol of strength and valor, with the ability to use an attention-grabbing roar as well as careful stalking. A hare is a fleet and often overlooked animal whose quick thinking makes it the subject of many folk tales and fables. Ippies has the qualities of these three creatures, and meditating on those qualities may come in handy in all manner of engagements. Whether you are working on your own or in a team of like-minded individuals, confidence in your bold planning, coupled with the ability to think on your feet in changing situations, is an invaluable asset. Focus on long-term strategy and quick thinking when plans change. So, I like that. It's going to give me some long-term options. It's going to give me something to think about. I'm going to have to work for this. This is not going to be an easy deck. I'm going to have to work for this. And what is the potential outcome of our working relationship? And the last one here I have is boar. Boar. Five-legged beast here. Okay. There is nothing demonic whatsoever about our friend Boar, no matter which demonologist text we consult. Instead, Boar's placement in the infernal hierarchy seems to stem from his above-average knowledge of the science of plants and medicine. It's worth remembering when we buy a bottle of aspirin, derived from the willow, from the grocery store, that there was a time when something as simple as a headache medication that we can so easily take for granted would have been seen as an esoteric and nearly dark creation. Divination. Focus on science, especially medicine and dietary concerns. Oh, isn't that nice? You're going to tell me about how fat I am and what I got to do about it. Oh, gosh. All right, folks. This deck is going to be a challenge. I don't see anything straightforward with this interview. I mean, it's up and down. First, it's going to help me, and then it's not going to help me. And then it's going to help me, and then it's not going to help me. So, this ought to be interesting. I'm interested to see what it's going to have to say about my diet and nutrition. That's for sure. I might use a little divination for that. Anyway, guys, there is my deck interview with the Daemon Tarot. Much love. See you next time.